Hello, my friends. This is the fourth day of feeding our starter. And this is when we're going to do just one more thing in addition to our normal feeding. What we're going to do today, first of all, is to stir up both of our starter and the discard. Now, once we've done that, the discard we're going to place a top on and place it into the refrigerator. Now, from there, you might notice that we have quite a bit of starter at this point. So we're going to have to find something to do with it. So we'll be talking about that in another video, but it's coming soon. Now, what we want to do at this point is to take a look at our main starter. And you'll notice that it's quite bubbly, but it's not nearly strong enough to be able to rise the bread. So we're going to feed her twice a day. And we're going to do it twice a day until she gets to the point that she's bubbling up to the top every day. And when she gets to that point, we're going to be ready to test it and see whether or not our starter is strong enough to rise our bread.
There is a brown liquid on top of the discard, as well as a little bit of it even on top of Liz. And so because of that, we're going to need to stir it up really well and get it mixed back into the mixture. You may notice that your starter gets a little liquidy and thin by the time you're ready to feed it. And that's because of the fact that it's gone way too long with eating. And that's the reason why we're having to feed her twice a day rather than once a day at this point. So this is my morning feeding, and then I'll feed her again just before I go to bed tonight.
Now, I happen to have a nice clean jar that is a duplicate to the one that Liz is presently in. So tonight, when I do the second feeding, I'm actually going to feed her in the clean jar. So I'm going to pour half of the starter in this jar, add in the flour, add in the water, stir it up, and she's going to have a nice clean spot to be able to rise in. Now, let me just say, you don't have to change the jar. It's just something I like to do. So I'll give her a few days in the clean jar and then I'll switch her back. Remember, keeping a starter is a lesson in patience. We have to be patient. We have to wait until that starter's ready. So we can't rush the process.